In the dying moments of a brutal Christmas Day showdown at Arrowhead Stadium, the Denver Broncos snatched a 20-13 victory from the grasp of a battered Kansas City Chiefs team, exposing once again the crumbling empire that Patrick Mahomes built. With Mahomes sidelined alongside his backup, third-string quarterback Chris Oladikin scrambled for scraps, but it wasn't enough to overcome Bo Nix's late heroics. A rushing touchdown and a game-sealing pass to rookie R.J. Harvey that left Chiefs fans reeling in the cold. The loss dropped Kansas City to 6-10, cementing their first playoff miss in a decade and fueling whispers that this disaster of a season might push legendary tight end Travis Kelce toward retirement. As the final whistle blew, Kelce, still in his sweat-soaked number 87 jersey, trudged off the field with a forced smile, tossing his gloves to the crowd in what felt like a bittersweet farewell to the home fans who'd worshipped him through 3 Super Bowls. But the real gut punch came behind closed doors, away from the primetime cameras that had hyped this rivalry matchup as holiday entertainment. Sources inside the Chiefs organization describe a raw, private moment in the locker room where Taylor Swift, Kelce's fiancé, slipped in quietly to confront the defeat head-on. No entourage, no paparazzi swarm, just Swift in a low-key dark jacket, makeup minimal, looking every bit the supportive partner rather than the global superstar. She made a beeline for Kelce, who sat slumped on a bench, head bowed under the weight of another futile effort. He'd managed just 5 catches for 36 yards in what could be his last home game, tightly shadowed by Denver's relentless defense that treated him like a relic from a bygone era. Without a word at first, Swift pulled him into a fierce embrace, her arms wrapping tight around his broad shoulders as if to shield him from the sting of failure. Kelce, the unbreakable leader who's carried this franchise on his back for years, leaned into her fully, burying his face in her shoulder for those precious seconds. It wasn't some staged photo op for Instagram likes. This was unfiltered vulnerability in a room full of defeated warriors, players slamming lockers, coaches barking short postmortems, equipment guys hauling gear. Witnesses say the hug lingered just long enough to cut through the chaos, a silent fuck you to the loss that had just derailed everything. Swift whispered something brief and sharp into his ear, prompting a subtle nod from Kelce. No grand gestures, no forced optimism, just raw acknowledgement that this shit hurts. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Chiefs are a goddamn mess right now. Injuries torpedoed their quarterback room, turning a potential dynasty defense into a sideshow propping up an anemic offense. Kelce, at 36, has been the one constant, the spiritual backbone demanding more from everyone even as his own production dipped under the pressure of double teams and a revolving door at QB. He fought like hell against the Broncos, drawing coverage that opened minuscule windows for others. But those crucial third-down drops and overthrows sealed the deal. Post-game, he skipped the usual media circus, waving off reporters with a curt, "Not today." Who can blame him? The man staring down the barrel of a season that's pissed away years of dominance, all while retirement rumors swirl like vultures. Swift's presence wasn't about stealing the spotlight. Far from it. She showed up as family, not fame, navigating the post-loss haze with the kind of grounded resolve that screams, "We'll burn this down and rebuild stronger." A team staffer called it down-to-earth as hell, like any ride-or-die partner storming in after a bad day at the office. No cameras captured the embrace, no leaks for clicks. It was pure, private solidarity in a league that chews up emotions and spits them out for ratings. In that hug, you could feel the aggression bubbling under. Kelce's quiet fury at the collapse, Swift's unspoken challenge to the doubters questioning if their power couple can weather this storm. This defeat wasn't just another L. It was a brutal reminder that eras end, often ugly and abrupt. The Broncos swept the season series for the first time since 2015, positioning themselves for the AFC West crown and a top seed, while the Chiefs limp into irrelevance. Kelce's potential swan song at Arrowhead, complete with fan ovations and that glove toss, hit different amid the speculation. He's dodged direct retirement talk, focusing on family decisions postseason, but the writing's on the wall. A 6-10 record, no playoffs, and a body that's taken pounding after pounding. Swift, engaged to him since that fairy tale proposal earlier this year, isn't here for the glory days alone. She's in the trenches, offering that unyielding support that says, "Fuck the haters, we've got this." As the Chiefs pack up for a meaningless finale in Vegas, the locker room echo of that embrace lingers, a defiant stand against the avalanche of criticism. Kelce's leadership has been questioned all season, his podcast empire and off-field ventures painted as distractions by armchair warriors. But moments like this shred that narrative. Here's a warrior crushed by loss, held up by the woman who's become his anchor. It's aggressive love in its truest form, quietly ferocious, refusing to let defeat define them. If this is the end for Kelce in red and gold, at least he goes out knowing he's got a partner ready to rage against the dying light. The NFL world will dissect every angle, but that private hug? That's the real story. A middle finger to adversity, wrapped in unbreakable arms. Word count, 812.